Nice. Preparing with non-GMO, hippy-dippy, dolphin-friendly kale smoothies.
Cheers, Coach.
You guys don't carb load anymore?
All right, hockey fans, it is time once again for SICHL26. I apologize, I'm a little later on this one here. If I'm being honest, I downloaded Crimson Desert and I've been playing a lot of Crimson Desert, so I haven't recorded. But we're fixing that right now. Crimson Desert, by the way, weird and incredible game. Personal opinion, I know opinions are mixed on it. I think it's a great game, but an even better game is the game of hockey, baby, and that is what we are playing now. As you can see from the standings over here, the Fire Ants are clinging on for dear life for that final playoff spot in the World Conference. You can see, the Spartans and Aces are pulling away with the division, and we are trying to catch Portland and Boston with Chicago and Jacksonville nipping at our heels as we approach the trade deadline. So we're going to continue to sim through to the deadline and then cross our fingers that we are going to be able to try and fix this team. I think the primary goal, as mentioned before, is ideally if I can come out of there with a decent right-handed right D-man, I will be happy. And then anything else we can do to fix the team, possibly a backup goaltender, although I don't think it's a huge priority. I think we're going to be putting all of our eggs in the Kemper basket at this point, quite frankly. But I mean, if we happen to be able to get one, then all the better. But the problem, of course, is that because of the rules I've set for myself out of fairness for this playthrough, I can't actually instigate trade talks. The best I can do is put a player up there and accept offers, but I can't fiddle with trades. I can't adjust trades. I have to just take what the garbage that you guys offer me. And thus far, it has been garbage. It's been a whole lot of garbage. All right. So fingers crossed, we are going to sim some games and hopefully we can pick up some wins to keep us in there. And then we will see by the deadline whether we're going to be buyers or sellers. I mean, oof. This is brutal. It's pretty brutal. We were flying high earlier in the season, flying high, and then the wheels just came off completely. Heading into the calendar, as you can see, we've only got like 3 games ahead of the deadline. So I think realistically, we're going to be buyers. We're going to go for it. I mean, we may not make the playoffs, but we're going to go for it. I could sell off Kaprizov. I could sell off a bunch of guys. But I think we're going to go for it. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's try our luck, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, good news. There is a win against the Buckaroos. An important victory there, especially as the Buckaroos are one of the teams trying to catch us. But then we split the series. We are going to be a buyer, baby. I've already adjusted the trade block before we started the stream. There was just a little tinkering here, just to kind of clarify that what we need is a goalie. Or not a goalie, a defenseman. Okay, we're going to be a buyer. And we're going to enter the trade deadline. All right, you can see the people that are available. Stockholm has Shabbat available. Mustangs have Eriksson Ek. Brandon Carlo would be somebody I would be interested. You can see teams interested in the Philadelphia Fire Ants, that's for sure. But again, I can't make an offer for Brandon Carlo. I have to hope that Calgary makes me an offer. Hurdle available, Danault, Mason Marchment, Cam Fowler. And the Schooners have traded Carrick and Myers to the Aces for Stenberg and Nadeau. Stenberg going back. Wow, that is a big trade. That is a big trade. Again, I'm going to have to kind of sit and wait, so I'll cut out any dead air in the editing. But we will just keep it rolling here through the deadline, and I will advise of any trades that happen or trade offers that we receive. Trade alert already. Millionaires trade Kreider to the Colonials for Cormier and Ratzlaff. All right, so the trading happening already. None of it coming to us. All right, another trade alert coming in here. The Barons trade a 2nd rounder and a 6th rounder to the Riders for Mason Marchment. So Mason Marchment joining the Brno Barons at the trade deadline. All right, another trade coming in. This time, the Buckaroos trading a 2nd and a 4th to the Norsemen for Brent Burns and a 4th. Oh, again, these are teams that I am directly fighting for a playoff spot with, and they add Brent Burns. When I'm the one who needs a goalie, help me out here, GMs. What's going on? Another trade. The Grunge send a 2nd and Vekvanegs to the Cougars for Drouin and a 4th. All right. Another trade. This time the Monarchs sending Coleman, Sealer, and a 3rd to the Supersonics in exchange for a 2nd, Musty, and a 4th. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about these trades. Are your virtual GMs doing a good job, a bad job? Who's killing it? Who's getting killed? Another trade, this time the Colonials trading Buckinger, a 2nd and a 3rd to the Cougars for Jeff Skinner and a 3rd, picking up some veteran presence for the playoffs. Next up, the Gators making a trade, 2nd and a 3rd rounder to the Oslo Vikings for Nick Waugh. Wow. All right, the Bisons making a move here now. 2nd and Bjarnason to the Riders for a 3rd and Perron. I have still got no trade offers, so I'm going to just quickly... What do they want? They want a 1st round pick for Brendan Carlo. Oh, I don't want to give up a 1st round pick. Let me take a look and see what I got. We're going to go to find trade. What if I put my 1st rounder out there? Let's try my 2nd rounder first. Let's say I put a 2nd and a 3rd out there. What will that get me? Okay, I could get Van Riemsdyk from Calgary, not who we wanted, but I mean, it's Trevor Van Riemsdyk. I mean, I could take a look. I don't think that's going to be good enough. More Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Ian Cole. Schmidt. I mean, at least people are offering me D-men. D'Angelo. Oh, I hate D'Angelo, but he might be good. Okay, let me take a look and see what their stats are here. He's an 82, and he's a right D, but he's only an 82 for D'Angelo. That's not what we want. All right, let's take a look at Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Right D82. Okay, so it looks like that's as good as we're going to get as a right D82. Again, I'd like something a little bit higher if we can. Revolution trade a 2nd and a 5th to the Mustangs for Blankenberg and Killorn. Oh, I was worried that they had traded the guy that we are after, Brennan Carlo. All right, trade alert here. Hold that thought. Norsemen trade Tarasenko and D'Angelo to the Revolution for Wood and 2 6ths. All right. And again, an 82 here for Ian Cole. I mean, at least we know that in a pinch, I can probably, for a 2nd and a 3rd, just really an upgrade, I can pick up an 82 rated D-man. Trade alerts. Aces trade a 2nd, Gauthier, and a 7th to the Monarchs for Cody Ceci. And a 6th. I am dying. Maybe let me try and find a trade for... Who's that guy on my roster who's barely even playing? Hang on. He's been scratched like the whole... Oh, he's probably got terrible... Olofsson. Let me see if I can get anything for Olofsson. Nobody wants Olofsson. Oh, I'm sorry, Olafson. I'm sorry, brother. I really don't want to give up a first round pick. All right, we've still got time. I'm going to wait a little bit, and we will... Once Brendan Carlo is gone, or I guess Shabbat as well, but they want a first round pick for Shabbat too. I don't know whether they're left... can I open it on? I can't open the thing on there. I don't know whether they're right D or left D. It doesn't tell me. But yeah, I mean, Carlo would be ideal, but Shabbat. If these guys are gone as we're getting closer, then I may just go for one of the 82 guys. Shamrocks trade a second and a third to the Cougars for Schmidt, a fifth and a seventh. So that's another potential D-man off the block. As we get closer to the deadline, I will just try and see what we can do. I mean, I'm hoping the prices come down a little bit, and maybe that second and third might be able to get me one of these big guys. But otherwise, I know we can at least get somebody. We can get a warm body in there. Trade alert here. The Niagara Ice trade Reshny and Aki to the Schooners for Lee, a third, and Obe Cabell. The Montreal Millionaires making another move, trading a third and a fourth and Malenstein to the Sonics for Suzdalev and a third. Suzdalev, of course, a Philadelphia Fire Ant in the SICHL proper. Another trade from the Monarchs, trading Gallagher and a fourth to the Sonics for a couple of thirds and Prots. All right. If you say so. I don't know who half those guys are, but that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. Another trade, this time the Havana Revolution, moving Callum Ritchie and Nurmi to the Monarchs for a third, Edmondson, and a fifth. The Monarchs very, very busy at the trade deadline. All right, trade alert. The Fredericton Express trading Poirier and Beckman to the Grunge for a third, a fourth, and Suniev. So a little bit of housekeeping trades going on here, but still no offers. It feels like the real trade deadline in the SICHL. Me just kind of waiting around, not really getting any offers, unable to make a trade offer. This time because of my rules as opposed to just my hesitance to make trades. Oh, Booyam and a third from the Bisons to the Riders for Jordan Eberle and 2/4. Ooh, there you go. The Bisons stocking up. All right, we are getting close to the deadline being over, so I'm going to have to try my luck with a second and a third again to see what I can get. In a pinch, I know that I can at least get a Van Riemsdyk or an Ian Cole. I'm going to take Cole because then I get 2/3 as opposed to a third and a fourth. So we are going to accept that trade. So I downgrade from a second for a third, but I pick up Cole. That's perfectly reasonable, I think. And I'm bumping them down the road, the picks. So there we go. We've at least got Ian Cole. We've come up away with something. And we will wait out till the end of the trade deadline to see what else is happening here. The Bears trading Elias Lindholm to the Vikings in exchange for Graves, a fourth, and a fifth. This is where my rule where I can't offer trades is the most frustrating. Just sitting here at the deadline waiting. Desperately hoping someone is going to pitch me an offer for a guy that I want. Again, like, this is the problem with the sim, is that, like, why aren't they pitching me at least to offer my first? Schooners trade Dano and Stetcher to the Huskies for Perot, Mayu, and a third. But, like, why, if Stockholm and Mustangs are both have a guy on the block, return is for a first, why didn't they at least pitch me? I think there's a glitch in the game that's been there forever where they just will not make an offer for a first round pick. But listen, there we have it, ladies. I mean, I wouldn't have given it to anyway, but there we go. Okay, here's the trade deadline summary so you can see it for yourselves. We did manage to pick up Ian Cole. I mean, Better than nothing. We'll scroll down a bit so you can take a closer look. You can pause and find for yourself. I'm sure there's stuff here maybe that wasn't announced necessarily that you can keep an eye. There we go. Oh, when Revolution picked up Terrace. Oh, I saw that. Never mind. That's fine. A lot of trades going on there. Not all of these were announced in the stream, so you can take a look and see. Plenty of action. But unfortunately, very little action coming the way of the Fire Ants. Would have been nice to pick up something a little better than Ian Cole, but listen. What are you going to do? Vlasic on waivers. Let me view the. Let's just see. Let's just see where Vlasic is. He's an 80 overall, and he plays both. Do I pick up Vlasic on a waiver claim just to have him as a backup? He's dirt cheap. He's 80 overall. He's making nothing. I don't see any negative to this, quite frankly. I mean, at worst, he's just there for a solid backup. I'm going to claim him. I'm claiming Vlasic. All right, there we go. Beautiful. All right, trade deadline is done. It's going to be what it's going to be at this point, ladies and gentlemen. We are on our own. So now for March, we have to decide which team we are going to be facing. So we are once again going to choose this randomly. And if that match turns out to be a grudge match, we will very quickly end the match so that we don't bug the entire save again. Okay, going with teams that we have not played. Havana, Montreal, Oslo, Portland, Seattle, Whitehorse, Hamburg, Jacksonville. So that's 8. Let's get the random number generator going. 1 to 8. Generate, and it is number 6. Number 6. So Havana, Montreal, Oslo, Portland, Seattle, Whitehorse. It is going to be Yukon Don's Whitehorse Huskies, who are in, I believe, they're in second place in their division. They are still second place division behind Jeff. So a very strong team. Not the kind of team you want to be facing as your fight. Look, we are officially out of a playoff spot right now. The Tigers jumping up ahead of us. Oh, guys, if I don't make the playoffs, this is going to be so maddening. So maddening. All right, listen, it is what it is. Let's check the lines real quickly. Just to make sure that they put how they managed it with Cole and Vlasic here. So we have... I'm going to make some swaps there. So Giroux is at center. Genther, Johnson, Hyman, Kerfoot, Backlund, Vetrano is still fine. And McMahon, McBain, and Greer. On defense, Nurse, Zadorov, Skay, Cole, and Ekman, Larson, Vlasic. Do we have a... Yeah, Noah Hannafin still injured, so that's the issue there. But listen, I feel a little... With Hannafin still out, and he's going to be out... I think he's coming back soon, I think. Or did he get re-injured? I'm not sure. Well, let's look at the injury report and it'll tell us. Broken leg returning in June. Oh. All right, so now I'm extra glad that I picked up Vlasic and Cole, because that's going to at least give us some warm bodies to throw in there. All right, to the calendar we go, and let's start simming some games until we get to the Whitehorse game, and just pray to God that we make it. Okay, a big win over Havana. Another big win over Toronto. Let's see if we can take down Montreal. A loss to Montreal. Okay, but we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there. We're still outside of a playoff spot, but we are hanging in there. Let's keep it going here. Win over Oslo, win over Portland. And we are right back in there. Spartans have clinched a playoff spot in the World Conference, as have the Shamrocks. All right. We'll keep going here. I don't care about scouting right now. I can't think about the draft. Another win against Oslo. A loss to Edmonton. No. I need nothing but wins. Another loss to... Oh, no. Another loss to Seattle. Okay. Before we start this, we're going to go back. I want to check quickly to make sure there's no additional injuries. Okay. That's all fine. No additional injuries. So, listen, it just is what it is. Let's take a quick look at the stats, and then we will get into the game. All right. So, as you can see, in the American Division... the Spartans and Aces have clinched. Boston, Portland, us, and then look at the Tigers. Look at the Tigers right behind us. I think the Gators have fallen off a little bit, and then the Grunge at the bottom. European Division, the Shamrocks have clinched. Havana likely to do so shortly. Then the Cougars, Gladiators, Barons, Vikings, Monarchs, and the Riders. We will take a look at the Canadian Division, the Express, the Grizzly Bears, the Millionaires, Steelhawks, Rex, Ice, Slammers, and Schooners. And out west, the Yukon Huskies. Now listen, Don, you've clinched. You could put in all your schlubs against me. You've already clinched. You can go easy on me. Don, please, in our game coming up here. Don number 1. Followed by Jeff and the Bisons. We've got the Sun Devils, the Vipers, and the Rockies, with the Norsemen struggling, trying to get in there and take that spot away from Banff. Supersonics and the Mustangs. All right, taking a look at the actual statistics. First of all, for your Philadelphia Fire Ants, Kaprizov still dominating despite missing significant time on an injury. In only 57 games, he leads with 63. Johnson, Giroux, McMichael, Genther. I mean, some of these guys should be putting up bigger points. I'm gonna say what it is. Dylan Genther should not have 45 points, even on the second line. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. Zach Hyman, Nurse, Vetrano, Backlund, etc. We'll take a quick... Oops, no. We'll take a quick look at the goalies situation to see how we are doing. And again, I mean, Kemper doing okay, but is okay going to be enough to make any waves in the playoffs? I do not know. We'll have to wait and see, hopefully. And then Anunin, you know, I mean, again, Anunin is Anunin. All right, time to play the Huskies. CPU versus CPU, and there he is. Don has Taves, Troy Terry, and Tom Wilson. We're going with regular jerseys all around. We are going to start the game. I mean, a critical game for the Fire Ants. A critical game. Losing this game, we might lose a playoff spot. Winning this game might take us one step closer to clinching it. All right, from the Ice Barn.
Well, the moment of truth is almost upon us here.
Face off here, McMichael back at center. Unfortunately, I forgot to check the lines.
The Huskies take possession to get this one underway.
And Zadorov over to Nurse, up to Giroux, to Kaprizov, up to McMichael. Some good passing, loses the puck at the line after a hard check from the Huskies. Taves comes in over the line, and some fancy stick work, but does not help him. McMichael loses the puck to Danault again at the line here. Horvat. Pass to Raymond. A blistering slap shot stopped by Darcy Kemper.
Mind of the team store, always accessible to you online, 24/7, 365 online.
Nick Leddy on the Huskies. There you go. Beniers versus Johnson as the second lines come out here. Terry with a quick shot. Oh! And Donato almost gets it. Beautiful save from Darcy Kemper. Ski up to Ian Cole, up to Genther. What an opportunity for the Yukon Huskies. Weak shot on Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky, the hottest goalie, but Darcy Kemper putting on a show as well. There it is, and boom, just up off the blocker. And thankfully, that was it.
Still lots of time left in the period.
Kemper tied for first with most shutouts. Face off in the offensive zone. Backlund wins the draw. OEL to Vlasic to Vetrano. Back to OEL. OEL steps in, takes the shot. And a big save and cover up there from Vasilevsky.
Incredible glove save by the goaltender. He gets out to the top of his crease. He's challenging. He's saying, hey, try and beat me on this side.
Officials have got both teams ready.
Backlund back in there again. He's a great face-off guy. Loses that one though. Matejchuk to Leddy. Run over, but manages to get the puck up the ice. Donato across the middle, picked off by the Ants. Backlund heading back the other way. Wide open Kerfoot. Kerfoot. Oh, tried to catch Backlund in the front, but stepped in for the rebound. Can't get past Vasilevsky. I feel like that's going to be a recurring theme for my poor Fire Ants this game. Backlund back in the face-off dot again. Wins that time. OEL to Vlasic. From the blue line, once again, stopped by Vasilevsky.
More than half the frame has been played here. We're still scoreless.
Backlund versus Yarncroke. Back to OEL. OEL steps in, but deflected. Vetrano picks it up at the Backlund. A nice shot on a bad angle. Beauvillier dumps it in. Cross ice to Kerfoot. Kerfoot circles back and gets it up to Backlund. Backlund dumps the puck in. Oh, awkward out of the corner. Had to be played by the goalie. Yarncrook knocked off the puck, but picks it up again, up to Beauvillier. Hit at the line. Nurse to Kaprizov to Backlund. Backlund takes the shot. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Nurse to Zadorov, takes the shot, deflected. Tom Wilson up to Beauvillier. Or Beauvillier, I'm not sure. Around to Aho, up to Kaprizov. Gets it ahead of everybody, takes the shot. Saved. Another shot from Backlund. Vasilevsky. Unbelievable. Joel Armia with the weak shot from Kemper. Man, oh man. I mean, watch this. Just boom. Beautiful one-timer there from Kaprizov, and Vasilevsky just in position. Makes the stop.
Here in the late going to the frame. Still no score in this one.
Face-off in the defensive zone. McMichael wins the face-off. Shea loses the puck to Raymond. Philadelphia gets it back. Kaprizov back to Cole, up to McMichael. They're kind of circling around in the neutral zone. McMichael finally breaks out, loses the puck though. McMichael's got to be stronger on that puck.
Trying to make a silky move
Raymond
around the defense.
makes a move. Gets the shot.
Well, there's the horn.
But we are
Period
still
number one, but this one is far
zilch,
from over.
zilch.
More action to go. Second period is just around the
Big
corner.
hit there from Darnell Nurse. And again, huge saves during the first. On both ends, but Vasilevsky killing it right now. We head into the second period.
Both teams had a chance to recharge, and the officials set the
Horvat versus McMichael, and Horvat wins the draw. Giroux steals it in the neutral zone, but picked up again by Whitehorse to Horvat. Oh, off the post.
UConn struggling with the puck.
A close call there for Whitehorse.
There's no communication or connection. They're gonna have to shore that up. And
Matheson with a shot from the point. Picked up by Kaprizov, up to Giroux. And finally, we get into the offensive zone. Nice move there from Giroux, but Nurse picks up the lead. Oh my God, they're losing the puck left, right, and center.
Angles it over to Deneau. Through the neutral zone, up
Deneau knocked off the puck. McMichael heads back the other way. Terrible pass intercepted by Horvat. A block there. McMichael loses the puck again to Giroux. Kaprizov. Listen, man, I hate to say it, but my ants are playing a little soft right now. Tom Wilson, who's never played soft in his life, charges in. Kemper makes the stop, though. Wilson just barrels in and tries to just jam it through, but Kemper gets right down, knows he's going low, and just plants that pad and stops him. Great work from the Tenders so far in this game. Johnson versus Beniers. Win for Beniers. Leddy back to Matejchuk. Back to Leddy. Takes the shot. And there's the stop. Troy Terry intercepted there by Cole. Cole up to Hyman. Hyman tries to get it across the center, but no one there to pick up the pass. Coming back the other way, Terry to Beniers. Beniers with the shot, covered up by Darcy Kemper. Still scoreless in the second period here.
And both centers glide into the dot as a face-off set to resume.
And Wyatt Johnson wins the draw to Cole. Up to Gunther. Gunther charging in, back to Shea. Knocked off the puck. Donato trying to get up and around, but blocked by the referee there. Puck is out front over the blue line. Stetcher to Beniers. Lost in a sea of Philadelphia Fire Ants there. Hyman across to Gunther. Gunther looking to see if he can get it back to Hyman. Does! Takes the shot. Vasilevsky with another stop. Johnson and Hyman battling along the board. Sends it out front, but picked off by the Huskies. Terry charging up across the blue line. Gets it to Donato. Plenty of time. Wyatt Johnson across the line. And takes the shot, and a beautiful glove save from Vasilevsky.
Here in the later stages of this period, the game is still scoreless.
Backlund here in the offensive zone. Wins it back to OEL. A weak shot to Vasilevsky, stopped easily. Cross ice pass. Bavillier knocked off the puck, and the puck floats to Kemper. Covers it up just in case. Backlund wins the draw again, up to Vlasic. To Vetrano. Vetrano dumps the puck in. Picked up by the Huskies. And now fighting at the board. Kerfoot comes away with it to Backlund out front. Takes a shot short side, but goes nowhere.
Well, you know he's got the skill
Fighting on the
set to
boards
be able to
again here,
maintain possession of this puck,
but
have the
Yarncroke
determination, have his eyes on the prize
comes
at
out
all
with it,
times,
dumps the
and to
puck in,
get
picked up
out
by
of
Nurse.
the coverage to be able to get a shot on net. That's courage. And that's
Only
something
a
that
second
will
left.
take
Can
to
we
the
get a shot away? We can't. And we are still scoreless after 2.
All right, third period just around the corner. We'll get a clean sheet of ice.
Nice
I'm gonna
block
get
there
one puck court.
by the Huskies.
With much more next.
And look at this shot from Bo Horvat. Went off the post, or maybe the crossbar. Couldn't tell. It was so fast, even on the slow motion instant replay. Let's get into the third, baby. Nothing. The Ants need to win this game.
Welcome back, everyone. Both teams lined up at center ice, and we are ready to get this third period underway.
McMichael wins the draw as the door off to Kaprizov. Loses it. Giroux picks it up back to Kaprizov. Into the corner. Giroux gets the puck back to Nurse. Blistering shot stopped by Vasilevsky. Taves picks it up behind the net, gets it up to Danault. Lead pass to Horvat. Horvat makes a move at the line, gets around the defender, dumps it into himself, picks it up and off the post. Great effort there by Bo Horvat, but long pass to Giroux. Giroux makes a move. Back to Kaprizov with this shot. And a huge save from Vasilevsky. McMichael to Zadorov.
Stopped by the goaltender.
What a fantastic save from a high danger scoring area.
Unbelievable
He's
work
bailing
from the
his team out.
goalies
They
here.
do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
Horvat with another shot. And 2 Ants trying to get the puck away from him.
Moves it to Shea.
Shea loses the puck. Back to Letty. Letty takes the shot, stopped by Kemper. And man, oh man, the third period, both teams coming out hot. Lucas Raymond, look at this. Boom. Off the post. And bounces out. I mean, he's lucky that the Ants were lucky that the puck didn't bounce off the post, off Kemper and back into the net. It just happened to bounce out, which is good luck for us. I'll take good luck at this point in the season. I will take good luck. Ian Cole back to Shea, to Johnson, to Gunther. Gunther across to Johnson, over to Hyman. Shot on the short side, does not get through Vasilevsky. Long pass to Beniers. Beniers waiting for some help. Nice little spin move, takes a shot. Letty across to Beniers. Gunther heading back the other way, charging. Waiting again for a little bit of help to come up. Back to the line. Vlasic, a long shot, hoping for a tip, but didn't get it. Johnson, nice job keeping control of the puck. Hyman up to Gunther with a quick shot. And Vasilevsky shuts the door again. Unbelievable. What is it going to take to get a past Vasilevsky? It's like a cheat code. What is going on here?
Still looking for our first goal.
And
Tying up his opponent.
the Huskies
Pass to Yarncroke.
coming up with it. Yarncroke over to Beauvillier. Gets it behind the defender. Takes the shot. Takes a second shot. Great effort there from Beauvillier. And Kemper making the save. But here again, look at that. Just elbows it away. Just doink. Has been killing it all game. This game should have been 5-0 Fire Ants at this point, but Vasilevsky standing on his head.
Teams are ready to go, and we're about.
All right, face off in the defensive zone here for the Ants. Lost the face-off shot from the point. Wilson picks it up, goes around the net, out front. Can't find anybody. Kerfoot coming back the other way. And Kerfoot loses the puck. Picked up by Vlasic. Vlasic back to the point and missed. And we head all the way back down the ice. OEL up to Vetrano. Vetrano quickly over to Vlasic to OEL. Crisp passes here. OEL charges over the line, dumps the puck in. And picked up by Troy Stetcher. Ant struggling for it up to Beauvillier.
He carries the puck up along the wing. Fired into the
Dumps it in,
offensive
picked
zone
up by
and makes some
Vlasic.
changes.
To McBain.
Philadelphia's looking to break out. Slides the pass
Up to
over
Giroux. Over to Backlund.
Here in regulation time.
And lost the puck. Troy Terry coming back the opposite way.
Offensive end now.
He's got two men out in the middle. Matheson takes the slapper. And Kemper makes the save as the third period winding down. Are we going to see overtime, or is someone going to play hero in the next 45.5 seconds? Bo Horvat loses the draw to Nurse. Nurse up to Giroux. Giroux to Kaprizov. Quickly back to Giroux. Zadorov loses the puck. Horvat racing back. Over to Raymond, wide open. Oh, wide open. Unbelievable. Bo Horvat slides it across, and Lucas Raymond. Again, look at that. I think that's a Nurse. Putting way too much distance between he and Lucas Raymond, and just like that, the Fire Ants may have lost this game, barring a miracle. Beautiful, beautiful shot from Raymond. Beautiful pass from Horvat. And the Huskies go up 1-0 with 30 seconds left. So we are praying for a miracle here if you're a Philadelphia fan. Zadorov, bounce pass, intercepted by the Huskies. Cross to Hyman. Hyman. Cross to Genther. Goalie leaves the net, puck dumped in, but I think it may be too late. As the Huskies gain control, Lucas Raymond nailed at the line. Hyman cross pass to Johnson, but we're stuck in the middle in the neutral zone. Hyman can't get the shot away. Zadorov, boom! Johnson, blistering shot from the point, but the buzzer it sounds. And the Whitehorse Huskies with the victory over the Philadelphia Fire Ants. And we'll have to wait and see. Here we go, celebration. By the Whitehorse Huskies. What a game. You can see the highlights. There's Zadorov on the receiving end of a big hit. Usually it's going the opposite way. Veterano getting clobbered as well. And there's the game winner from Raymond off a beautiful pass. Skadoink. Right into the net. Third star, Bo Horvat with an assist. Well, we're not going to sit for all the third stars. I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. It's only going to make me upset. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it. The Fire Ants still, from the look of it, clinging by the slimmest of possible margins to that playoff spot. I think this is going to go right down to the last game or two. We're gonna, we're not gonna clinch anytime soon. So it is going to be a harrowing episode next. Make sure you're here for it, and don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about your team's trade performance at the deadline, and I will see you next time.